Did you spot this in Turning Red? Pixar loves hiding references to their upcoming movies, and Turning Red is no exception. Just like how there was an incredibly hidden reference to Turning Red in the form of a four-town record in Luca, you'll need really sharp eyes to spot this one. Did you catch what it was? Along with a bunch of other stickers on Miriam's skateboard is the logo for Star Command, the galactic organization that Buzz Lightyear belongs to, which we'll see much more of in Buzz's upcoming origin story film. Did you notice this in Minions? The gibberish spoken by the Minions actually isn't gibberish at all. Well, some of it anyway. Minionese is the official language of the Minions and is actually composed of words from multiple languages, including English, Spanish, German, French, Italian, Portuguese, Indonesian, Hebrew, and Malay. So could you translate every word to find out what the Minions are talking about? Not exactly. According to Pierre Coffin, the film's director, while many of the words can be translated back to English, most of the words were selected because they sound funny together, meaning most translated sentences would be incoherent. Did you know this about Monsters, Inc.? There's more to the restaurant named Harryhausen than you might realize. The name is an homage to Ray Harryhausen, the man who made the stop-motion animation monsters for films like Jason and the Argonauts in 1963. Did you notice this in Up? When Carl and Ellie go picnicking, their destination is a place you might recognize. Notice the similarity? It's the tree from an earlier Pixar movie, A Bug's Life. Did you know this about Despicable Me? The minions you see in the movie were not the original design. At first, minions were actually going to be tiny human henchmen. Then they were set to be robots, as those would be easier to knock around for comedic effect. After that, they became a mix between human and robot, and even got a few color variations. Then finally, they settled on the design we see today. Did you catch this in Cars 2? In the scene, you can see a reference to one of Pixar's unreleased movies at the time. Do you see it? It's the artwork of the movie Brave, albeit a Cars version. Did you notice this in Sonic the Hedgehog? When Dr. Robotnik searches for the control panel to reboot his ride after a power surge, there's an Easter egg hiding in plain sight. Did you see it? There's another panel labeled Badniks, referring, of course, to the original Eggman's robots. Did you know this about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them? There's actually a historical reason as to why the American wizards might use the term no-mag instead of muggles to describe non-magical people. In 1920s America, the time period in which the film takes place, the word muggles was actually slang for marijuana. Did you notice this in Venom? In the scene where Eddie Brock bites into a lobster, it begs the question, what is the lobster actually made of? Obviously, the filmmakers weren't going to have Tom Hardy bite into an actual lobster, so the prop designers made a look-alike using candy-coated marshmallow and chocolate filling. Did you notice this in The Dark Knight Rises? That scene where Selina Kyle disappears from a rooftop and Batman remarks,
"So that's what that feels like."
Isn't unique to the movie. This moment is actually taken directly from the DC graphic novel Kingdom Come, where Superman pulls the same trick. Did you catch this in Tenet? In the final battle sequence of the film, you can see there are hundreds of extras running into battle, but these aren't your average background players. Knowing that the extras would be pushed to their limits physically running through explosions with heavy equipment in desert heat for over 10 hours, Christopher Nolan had one major requirement. All extras were required to be ex-military.